So one question that I get often is, what kind of diet should I be on right now while I'm going through benzo withdrawal? And I'll tell you, I've done a lot of research on this, and a clean diet is always going to be your best bet. Stay away from high caffeine, high sugars, high carbs, high saturated fats. The kind of stuff that you actually would expect. That said, what I did was I ate a lot of salmon. Salmon has a fatty omega-3s in it, which is great for anxiety and depression. It's healthy. Of course, you can't eat fish too much because you got to worry about mercury, but I'd eat it 2-3 times a week. I would typically bake it in the oven with some mixed vegetables like broccoli and carrots, maybe some squash, a little bit of butter, put a piece of tin aluminum over it, or tin foil, excuse me, and then I put it in the oven and just bake it for 20 minutes. It was very simple, quick. I would even meal prep a lot. So I would cook up salmon and chicken ahead of time, and I would make these little baggies of mixed vegetables, and then I'd put them in the microwave, 2 minutes, boom, they're ready to go. And you're getting all the nutrients, all these vitamins that you need. You're getting your protein, your fatty omega-3s. But I mostly kept to fish and chicken. I kind of avoid red meat and spicy foods and, pizza. And I avoided a lot of other stuff. But just because a lot of times your GI gets really messed up by this benzo recovery, partially for, different reasons, partially just because your stress and anxiety and, your system's a wreck. So I tried to eat as clean as possible. And on my worst days, I would drink those naked fruit drinks, fruit and vegetable drinks, like the mean greens or the carrots and things like that. I would drink those most mornings, easy to process, and of course, good for you. I mean, the idea for me was just to load up on as much vitamins and nutrients and eat as healthy as possible and give my body all the, all I could to sort of help fight what I was going through. So fruit and veggie smoothies. I ate walnuts a lot. They have fatty omega-3s in them, so I ate a lot of walnuts and things like that. Lemon water was a big deal too. I've heard different theories on this. I have something to do with the pH, perhaps, balancing pH in your system. Lemon water was great for me. I've even heard people say that, or studies suggest that lemon water can even help reduce anxiety. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it's a placebo. Hey, if it works, it works, right? But more than anything, the lemon water just seemed to help my system. So maybe you try that. A warning, don't have too much lemon in your water because you can get diarrhea and get kind of sick to your stomach. So, just a little lemon water goes a long way. I had dark chocolate at night. And there's a funny story about this. I didn't have much pleasure. I couldn't eat things, so I didn't have much pleasure in my life at that point. So I would eat these dark chocolate because I had read that dark chocolate was good for you, And I remember one night, I was laying in bed and I had eaten some dark chocolate, and I would sort of suck on these little chocolates until they melted. And I finally fell asleep because my sleep was, a wreck. So I finally fell asleep one night late. I woke up in the morning and I went in the bathroom, to use the bathroom. And I walked past the mirror and I looked, and I almost had a panic attack because the chocolate had formulated around my mouth and it looked like blood. To me, I just woke up, I had high anxiety. I thought it was blood. And I thought, oh my God. I tapered too fast. I must have been bleeding in my mouth in the middle of the night. It was almost a panic attack. And then I was like, it's chocolate. I'm an idiot. But the dark chocolate at night seemed to help. I mean, it was a small thing. Of course, be careful. Too much sugars, too much caffeine, things like that. But a little dark chocolate, it's not too bad. What else? I had 1 hour direct sunlight. I just kind of put this in with the diet. I always made sure I at least had 1 hour sunlight because that's where we get our vitamin D. And I drank milk and tried to get vitamin D from other foods. What else? Soup. I had chicken noodle, miso, and wonton. I ate a ton of that stuff. Again, simple, easy to digest stuff. You could drink it. Low sugar, caffeine, carbs, said that. Protein shakes with BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. These are great building blocks of proteins. So if you have you can get some of this whey protein on Amazon again, I'm not getting paid by Amazon, but it's convenient, or, you don't have to leave the house. You can just order it on Amazon, get a big 5-pound bucket of whey protein, and I would make, shakes with that. It was, again, simple. The idea was, you feel too bad some days, you don't want to cook, you don't want to do a bunch of things. You just want to go in there, scoop of powder, little milk, shake it up, blend it, maybe a couple strawberries or something like that, you're ready to go. So that was great. And I knew I was getting enough protein, and I knew I was getting my amino acids and things that were going to be, aiding me in recovery, essentially. Let me see here. Oh, final bit on diet I will say is you may need to avoid multivitamins with a lot of vitamin B in it. Vitamin B can sometimes give you anxiety. I mean, you need vitamin B. It's good. You get it in blueberries and different foods. But, you know, a lot of energy drinks are loaded on vitamin B because it's kind of a stimulant. So you might want to avoid too much vitamin B just for that reason. Otherwise, just get all your vitamins and nutrients packed in your foods as much as possible. You know, eat as healthy as you can. And the silver lining here is when you finish your taper and you have now adopted a great diet, then you carry that with you after. So the worst thing is you come out of this, you're eating better, you're looking better, you're feeling better. Not too shabby. All right, guys, hit the like and subscribe if you like this content, and check out another video.